Hello, everyone. We have a special speaker announcement for our 2025 Midwest Real Estate Investor Conference, which is being held this April 24th and 25th in Grand Rapids, Michigan at the DeVos Place Conference Center. This is the must-attend two-day event for real estate investors at all levels. And I have a very special speaker announcement to make today. Seth Williams will be our featured speaker on Land Rich, profiting from real estate's underrated assets. Seth, I'm really looking forward to your presentation, and I want to thank you for just joining me here today.
Hey, Brian. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
Tell us what we can expect when we come to your presentation. I mean, you're going to be talking about land investing. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, land investing is the real estate niche that I've spent the most time in and that I know the most about. I've been doing it since 2009. The business has ebbed and flowed and gone through some changes over the years, but it's still an awesome business to be involved with. And one of the reasons that I like it so much is because it's an often overlooked niche of the real estate investing business. Most people, when they think about real estate investing, they're thinking about houses and multifamily and commercial and that kind of thing. Land is like, at the bottom of their list, if they're thinking about it at all. But land is actually an amazing opportunity when you know where and how to find an endless supply of amazing deals that you can buy at a fraction of their market value. And it's pretty great because with land, it's just land. There's not a whole lot going on. There's nobody living there. Nothing can get broken or stolen or destroyed. A very simple type of asset, which is part of what I love about it. And it really comes down to understanding how to find motivated sellers, people who own land and they don't want it. They're apathetic about it. And land is a much less emotional type of asset. There's nobody living in it. It's not the roof over anybody's head. And as such, there's a lot of owners out there that are, again, kind of apathetic. And if you find the right person, and if you make a cash offer that can close quickly and basically just relieve them from the burden of their unwanted property, you can get some pretty great deals. And once you own a piece of land that you bought at a fraction of market value, it's not that hard to make money on that thing without doing anything to it. So pretty cool business.
You're going to show us how to make money off of it? I mean, give us just an example of like the kind of returns you can get off of that type of deal.
Well, it has a lot to do with how much cash you have at your disposal to play with. And that cash is required not just for marketing to find these motivated sellers, but also when you do find them and make an offer, how much of an offer can you make? And I know when I was getting started, I had very little money. The kinds of properties I was buying was a few $100s to buy a piece of land free and clear and then sell it for a few $1,000s. So that's one ballpark you can play in. Or you could go after much bigger properties where you might be offering tens of thousands of dollars and then selling them for maybe $100,000. It just kind of depends on the property and the market. And this isn't something that has to be done in Michigan. That's where I got started years ago, but this could be done anywhere in the U.S.
And how do you see in 2025, how do you see that type of investment playing out? I mean, we're kind of in a very uncertain financial time right now.
Yeah, for sure. No, it does have an impact. I think it's sort of similar to what would impact home buyers in some ways. Like, for example, interest rates, inflation, all these things play a part because depending on what a land buyer plans to do with a piece of land, say if they're going to build a house or develop it in some way, those costs, their ability to get financing that's affordable, a lot of these things come into play. But there's also land buyers out there who are not going to build on it, and they have no plans to do that. They want to use the land for maybe hunting or camping or recreation or farming and that kind of thing. So it just depends on the type of land and what it's going to be used for and that buyer. Another thing that impacts it a lot is the market where the land is located. There's some markets that are red hot, land is selling very fast. Other markets that are not so red hot. And if you try to sell a piece of land there, even at a discounted price, it's going to take some time to do that. So there's a lot of these factors that go into it, but yeah, does that help?
I've always been fascinated by land investing, and I'm looking forward to hearing your presentation to learn more. Before we wrap it up, just tell us your favorite hack or app.
Probably my favorite app right now, there's a bunch of them, especially with land. Cool thing about land is you can buy and sell properties all over the place, and you never really have to go there in person. You just need to find somebody in the local market to go check it out for you. You get some drone footage and pictures on site. But one of the many tools that enables me to do that is a newer one, actually. It's called the Land Portal. It's sort of similar to other data services out there, but it's built specifically for land investors in that you can find out who owns a piece of land. You can find out what they paid for it. You can get topographic maps, you can get flood zone maps, wetland maps, just see a lot of the relevant, important information that land investors are going to want to know before they buy a piece of land. It's also a great place to generate the list of landowners so that you can send out your marketing to them to find motivated sellers in the first place. So it's a very, very useful tool.
And you said that's called the Land Portal?
Yeah, there's actually a link. It's an affiliate link. You can actually get 1,000 free records through it if you go to retipster.com/land portal. LANDPORTAL, all one word.
Seth, you're going to be speaking Thursday afternoon, April 24th. And I'm certainly looking forward to seeing and hearing you speak at the 2025 Midwest Real Estate Investor Conference, which again is being held this April 24th through 25th here in Grand Rapids, Michigan at the DeVos Place Conference Center. And I urge all of our listeners, all of our viewers to go to MidwestREIconference.com to get your tickets and find out more. Thank you very much, Seth.
You bet. Thanks for having me.